What's up, guys? This is the Universe, and this is going to be the Pokemon Catalyst League Spectacular Reaction, whatever the heck I'm calling this, episode 3 of the Catalyst League. Now, from what I've been seeing through these past two episodes, that we just went from the top, whatever, how many people are gone in, top 16, top 8, and straight into top 4, and we're at the semifinals. Now, at first I thought this was kind of quick, but then I realized Ash only really had two main rivals, and that being Shota and Alon. The other, like, you could say rivals of sorts were Tierno, Trevor, that one chick that he beat in the very beginning of the second episode. But I wouldn't necessarily call them rivals, more like friend deals that were kind of like straight obstacles that he could hurdle if he got strong enough to just hurdle them. An example being in the actual Pokemon X and Y games themselves, because your only real rival in that game was Serena. At least, you know, if you picked the male character, and the male character if you picked Serena as your character that you played as in the game. And the others were there and you fought them and they had their own models and stuff when you got into their battles, but they weren't necessarily rivals. I'd count Serena as my rival only because I fought her the most. She had a Mega Evolution at the very end and stuff like that, and the others were just like kind of like hurdles that didn't really fight me that much. But in the end, they weren't even rivals. A rival to me, as a definition, is a person I feel I need to overcome, and he does the same for me. Thus having this back and forth thing going on. And I feel like if I win, it's an achievement, and not just a, oh, okay, I beat, like, it could be any other trainer that randomly finds me on a road and be like, let's battle, and it would be just as difficult as it was with that. But this is about rivals. This is about the Catalyst League and Ash's rivals. One being Shota, the other being Alon. My predictions for the semifinal. If Ash loses right here against Shota and Shota has to face Alon, I would find that pretty okay. Ash has been pretty consistent besides from with Unova. Unova, he was back in top 8 as much as I can remember from word of mouth and also seeing online. And he was top 4 in Sinnoh. And in Sinnoh, it was his best team, in personal opinion. And then over here, we got his second best, a new best team. That being everyone he has since Goodra came back in the last episode, which is great. Because I kind of suspected Goodra would come back. Because it would be kind of awkward to have Ash go to Professor Oak, which he does say in the episode. He was thinking about going to Professor Oak to get one of his Pokemon, but he's like, no, I want my team to be the Kalos League team that I got here in Kalos. Which is a noble thing for Ash, but really, though, if you really think about it on a very strategical and trainer standpoint, you would kind of take out your Infernape, Sceptile, and, you know, Charizard, the Charizard you have, because that would be pretty cool. But I get it. Why they want Goodra. And Goodra is a pseudo-legendary, so it's not like it's a bad decision on Ash's part to get Goodra. So, with all that being said, you know, head off and down in the description below to see the reaction. Come back if you want to see my end review for it, and I'm just gonna get started. 3, 2, 1 now. I guess time flies when you're enjoying something. Wow, that's actually something I didn't expect. Well, Catalyst League so far, we got Ash versus Shota, and they're going back and forth with their Pokemon. My predictions for this, I know definitely it's going to be Mega Sceptile versus Ash Greninja at the very end. Now, the question is, are they going to be the last two to fight? If they're the last two to fight, then they're going to take out Pikachu, and then they're going to take out Goodra, and, Pikachu, Goodra, and then Ash Greninja comes out. Now, what I can tell is that I'm really afraid for Ash because Greninja is a dark water type. His water shuriken is tough, but can it take out a quad-resistant Pokemon? I think it's quad-resistant to water as Sceptile. So this is scary to me. I'm gonna hope and just get on to the next episode, but yeah, it's just right now the semifinals is my turning point for Ash at this point. I'm impressed that he got here, but you got a type disadvantage, especially with your primary Pokemon. Goodra can probably take out the Sceptile if push comes to shove, depending on how this anime works. So we'll see what happens. This is Do You Want Me Universe. I'll see you guys next time.